white women on TikTok, and I'm not one of these people that's always blaming white women for everything. I love our white women. It's sad to see. We're just illustrating the brainwashing, the victims, the polluted minds by the Marxist propagandas in the universities. We want to save these women. They need strong men to show them the way, honestly. I was thinking, how cool would it be if I had like a super hot Viking queen, Viking princess to co-host the show sometime? Where are the Viking queens at? Henrik's got his. That's about it, huh? We got all these Christian influencers that are good-looking girls. I'm definitely not putting my wife would be it, but I'm not putting her on the stream. I'm not putting her at risk for these psychos online. Let's hear what these girls have to say, some of them on TikTok. Because the men follow the women in a lot of things. Yeah, I'm not saying I hate white women or they're to blame for everything. They're the victims in this, but we do need to reach them.
You do not deserve your...
You know what's so funny? Everyone who felt comfy enough to out themselves that they voted for Trump back in January, they're dead silent right now.
No, they're celebrating. They're all saying, we voted for this. This is what we voted for. Rebecca Blonde? No. No. Carolyn Emmerich, yeah. Where's she at? She probably gave up on all the retards.
Dead silent.
Apprehending them and taking them away from their families and their jobs and the lives they've built here.
They prey on their nurturing, loving
person.
instincts. That's what it is.
I don't care about your opinion.
I say this in the most...
But for all of these girls that are taking the side of the communists right now, there's a whole lot of women also that are seeing what's happening and being radicalized as well. You could put together a compilation of them too, which would be good. I've seen some of them actually.
Respectful way possible as a first-generation American whose parent is not from this country. If you got here and you got papers and you agree with what's going on right now, fuck you.
If you are a resident of Los Angeles, California, and you have a large platform on this app, on the internet, and you have decided, you have made the conscious choice to not speak out against the ICE raids that are taking place in this city right now, the attack that Los Angeles is feeling in this moment, if you are not sticking your...
These women would go to these nasty areas of LA and they would spit in your face and rob your purse and try to rape you. And that's who you're standing up for. You want to be a hated minority in your own country? It's because of being brainwashed into this extreme leftist wokeism. Or do you know what else has led to the liberalism? Christianity. Love your neighbor. Pray for your enemy. Turn the other cheek. The suicidal altruism. All the Christian orgs bringing in all the refugees. As long as they're Christian. We need to have women on board. Yeah, we need a lot more Carolyn Emmerichs.
Head out for your own community, the city of Los Angeles in which you live, that you benefit so much from. If you can't do that,
Hot in here.
you do not deserve your platform, and maybe you should fucking move.
Oh, you should be censored. If you want to have borders and laws and not a communist La Raza revolution where they take back all of America and turn it into California, turn it into Mexico, you can tell right away with the eyebrows shaved and the bangs, this one's an extreme Marxist.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but being undocumented isn't a crime. You're just racist.
Yes, it is. Actually, every other country, if you enter illegally, it's a crime.
I think it's important to remember that though what Trump is doing in LA is absolutely deranged and incredibly fucked up, it is an act of desperation. LA is absolutely deranged. It is an act of desperation. As though it may seem very calculated, are not smart.
And again, this is not an attack on white women. You can find white guys doing the same thing. You can find a bunch of white women that are incredibly based and saying they should all be deported as well. In fact, a lot of people, it's safe to blame white women. It's safe to blame white liberals. Try blaming Jews. Try blaming Mexicans or blacks for anything. They won't do it. But this is just like low-hanging fruit. This is the safe criticism.
Smart.
California does not really belong to the United States.
Oh, fuck off.
It belongs to Mexico, and we stole it from them in 1850.
People would not have to be protesting if what was going on in this country.
And Mexico stole it from Spain, and Spain stole it from the Indians. And the Indians came and stole it from the animals. Like, this is just... It's all so stupid. You know, I've been seeing some things too. I wasn't even aware of this, but like all of the purchase that America did of like the southern western United States, like it wasn't all huge cities and occupied by millions of Mexicans. They only had it for a few decades and it wasn't even developed at all. There was like barely any Mexicans here. And we won it through war. We conquered it and we bought it fair and square. And this is what they're saying. Yeah.
Been a little bit normal. Instead of thinking...
Did I say Indians? Sorry, Native Americans. Yeah, from the Bering Strait. Those conquering colonizers from the Bering Strait. Like, you could play this game all day.
About what's going on. Think about what has been going on that causes something like this to go on.
Yeah, I would do absolutely anything for my daughter. And
by the way, they don't use these arguments in European countries. They don't say, oh, well, the Europeans are there, it's their land, and they have a right to keep it European. They go, no, you're evil, and bring in all the refugees and the migrants. Otherwise, you're a racist. So that's how you know this is a bullshit argument, is because they try to pull the same arguments in Europe as well. These people got to realize these people are not good faith. These girls are brainwashed, but the people that know what they're doing, they're not good faith. They're lying. They're evil. They want to rule over you. They want to dominate you. They want to blame you everything and destroy you.
that includes going to a different country to give her a better life. And being undocumented is not a criminal offense. It's a civil one. And if you've ever jaywalked, congratulations, because you've also committed a civil offense. And you're so worried about criminals being in this country, yet you voted for one to run it.
This is one of those moments where silence feels really fucking loud, because what do you mean you're not absolutely horrified by what's happening right now? If you are not absolutely horrified by what's going on right now.
But where's this outrage for all of the rapes and the murders and the killing and the violence and the gang wars and the crime all over California with these illegals? Never any outrage about that. But trying to do something about it, oh, then they lose their minds.
Your delusion.
If seeing videos of children being separated from their families and families being pulled apart and people crying doesn't elicit any amount of empathy from you, I'm so sorry, but you might be
fake.
the problem. Empathy and kindness.
You know what? Like, hot girls, have you guys seen this? The difference between hot and cute? I don't think hot is attractive. I don't think this look and the fake lips and the caked on makeup, I don't think hot is attractive at all. I'm not turned on by hot at all. It's about cute. I'm not turned on by hot at all. Cute.
Things that we have. Everyone you see on here is a person with a story.
This looks like Newsom's wife or like Don Jr.'s wife. There's cute.
Never be friends with a Trump supporter. And I hate when people act like that statement is like a crazy thing to say. Personally, I like to share similar morals and values with the people I surround myself with. And at this point, it's moved.
All of these girls, I guarantee you, live in like all white neighborhoods and would be scared shitless and would be robbed and raped in any of these areas that they're crying about.
It's always been like this, honestly. It's not even political, it's a human rights issue.
Influencer and content creators, if you can't even reshare something,
The clap?
we see you.
Dude, I can't stand when girls do this clap like this.
Influencer and content creators, if you can't even reshare something, we see you. Speak the fuck up. You should not deserve a platform if you can't
What's this? They're all calling for censorship, too, by the way.
even reshare. We see you.
I say this.
Watching this video, and it makes me realize why so many people are saying repeal the 19th.
The most disrespect possible, but if you reap the benefits of Los Angeles and you're not willing to protect and respect the individuals who are the beating heart of Los Angeles, then leave this city. Because there are plenty of other states and plenty of other cities that will take you and your inhumane worldview, but it's not here.
I gotta save that one for later. Okay. Let's see. Hour and 40 minutes. Time just flies by. Speaking of the clapping, how about the pointing? Look at this